Hi everyone. In this part, we are going to cover the Tally software working of the debit and credit notes. As we have discussed already, that debit credit notes are just to adjust the balances of the parties, that whether we want to reduce the balance of any party or whether we want to increase the balance of any party. So, for in-depth understanding that how it will reflect in the systems, that what is the concept we have already discussed, now how it will affect the system and how the accounts are adjusted using this, we are going to see this thing. So before entering the credit and debit notes, that first we have discussed the credit notes, note against sale, which was against the sale bill number 177 slash 1920, and the second one was the debit note against purchase against invoice number T 2021 3. So before entering these invoices, let us first enter some dummy invoices of these parties only, so that we could get a proper understanding that how it's going to reflect in the ledger accounts. Let us first enter the sale bill number 177 first, and then the purchase bill T 2021 3, so that we could get the clear picture that how the debit credit notes will reflect. I'm just going to enter the dummy figures and dummy items, everything dummy. Let us first discuss what will be the sale entry. Dash 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 party account debit to sales account, sales at the rate of 5%, to IGST output tax account 5%. This will be the normal sales entry, that party account debit to sales. Now let us first enter this entry, then we will be entering the credit note against this party, right? Let us create the masters first. It's the ledger. Let us have the name of party Mr. Arun and company. This is our customer. We are going to enter the sale firstly. So this person is our customer. He will be the sundry debtor. Sundry debtors. Yes. Let's say he's from Himachal. He's regular GST dealer. 07 is the Himachal code. I'm just entering the dummy number, dummy PAN number 2Z3, 2Z1. Yes. Now the IGST input tax, IGST output tax will be reflected in this entry. Output tax 5%. This is our duties and taxes. This is GST, integrated tax of 5%. Now the sales account, sales interstate, we can write interstate, because this is going out of state, the goods are going out of state. Interstate 5%. Sales account. Yes, it's sales interstate. Interstate sales taxable. Rate is 5%. It's our goods. Okay. Rest of the item masters are already created that we were dealing in the ladies footwear, oh sorry, ladies bags. Let's do the sale entry now. Here is F8 sales, party name Mr. Arun and Company, sales ledger, sales interstate 5%. What is the name of the item? Here is the bill number. It has chosen number one because we are just entering the first bill of this company which we have created. When you will be entering your sales invoices, the system will pick the sequence on its own, that you can make only first bill firstly, then second, then third, then fourth, then fifth. You can't break the series. So the system has selected the series on its own. Let us suppose this is bill number 177 only, against which we are going to enter the credit note now. It's ladies footwear. Quantity, let's say 1000. Okay, let's say one quantity because the credit note is having the quantity one and rate is 857.16. Let us say that ladies footwear is of 2000 rupees, against which 857's credit note is going to be issued. IGST, output tax 5%, 100 rupees. Narration, it's sale of goods. You can write anything in the narration which you want to recall at the time of entering the bill. Now, if we see the ledger account of Arun and Company, it's reflecting the sale of 2100 rupees, right? And 2100 is the debit balance that we are going to take the amount of 2100 from Mr. Arun. Now, if we enter the credit note against this bill, it is just a reverse entry of sale because the amount of sale is going to be reduced with this credit note. Now, this is just a reversal of sale, a kind of reversal of sale. So we can enter in the journal column because we are only having the sales entry separately. We are having the column of purchase entry separately, payment entry, receipt entry, contra entry, but we are having only journal for all the other entries. So we are going to do the journal entry. This is the reason that why the journal entry formation is very important. That is why we always discuss the detailed information that how to create a journal entry. This is very important. So our sales account, sales interstate was this 857.16. We have reduced our sales by 857 by IGST output tax of 5%. We are going to reduce our IGST output tax as well by 42.86 rupees as mentioned on the bill to Arun and Company 900.02. We can just write the reference against the reference number, everything you can write. Now in narration, I'm going to write that quantity 1 piece, rate reduced by 857.16 against invoice number 1 dated 1st of April 2020. Yes, all the detailed information is written over here in narration. You can write your information, like if you write the complete bill number, which was for bill which we have seen in the class, against invoice number SAL 177 slash 1920. You can write like this as well. So this is your choice that what you are going to write. Now save. Now let us have a look at all the accounts which are shown in the ledger. Arun and Company. You can see this. Earlier, the amount was debit 2100 rupees, which was inclusive of GST, that which means that we were about to take 2100 from Mr. Arun. Then we have issued a credit note against sale. That means our sale is reduced. We are going to take less amount from Mr. Arun. So for the lesser amount, what is the lesser amount? 900.02, which is also inclusive of GST, because Arun was liable to pay me the amount including GST. So if I'm reducing my sale amount, that means Arun is going to reduce my payment by GST as well, by the GST portion as well. So Mr. Arun is now liable to pay me only 1199.98 rupees, which is the closing balance. Closing debit balance means debit balance, that means it is my asset. I need to take 1199.98 rupees from Mr. Arun. So this is how the debit and credit notes work. That this was your original entry of 2100. Now this amount, just like I wanted to reduce this amount, I have charged an extra amount on the bill, and Mr. Arun has given me the note for that. I have entered the credit note against my sale. Now 900 rupees was reduced from Mr. Arun's account. Now Mr. Arun is liable to pay only 1199 rupees. This is how the debit credit notes work. This will increase or reduce your balance of your original invoices. The original invoice was of 2100 only, and I wanted to reduce the amount, so the credit note was entered. If I want to increase this amount, let's suppose I have charged the lesser amount on the invoice, and afterwards I recall that no, this product was expensive, so I want to increase this amount. At that time I will debit the account and I'll issue the debit note. In that case, the debit balance will be increased by 900 rupees or any amount which I want. So this is how the credit note works, debit credit notes work. This is used to increase or reduce your existing amounts. What existing entry you have entered and what effect you want. Whether you want to increase the amount, the existing amount, whether you want to increase the existing amount or you want to decrease the existing amount. If the existing amount is debit and you want to increase it, you are going to issue debit note. If the existing amount is credit and you want to increase it, then you will issue the credit note. And if you want to do opposite thing, so you need to first check that party's account is reflecting which balance by that bill only. So this is how the debit credit notes work. Now, if we see the second entry, which was debit note against purchase, let us first enter something in purchase, or let us see that whether any purchase entry is there or not. Purchases at the rate of 5%. Yes, this entry is there, but this is IGST entry, interstate purchase entry. Let us just have a proper entry of purchase first, then we will be entering the debit note against that purchase. Now let's create some masters for that. Mr. Varun and Company. Now I'm going to purchase some goods from the Varun and Company. That is my sundry creditor. I'm going to pay him. That is my creditor. Since the entry is having CGST and SGST, that means it's the same state entry. Regular dealer 03 is the Punjab's code, EBCDE 34F. 4Z1. Master is created. Now, if we see the other master purchases account is already there, I think let's check the masters first. Let's do the entry now. Purchases entry. F9 purchases supplier invoice number. Invoice number was T2021 3. Date was something else, but we can enter into this account also. Mr. Varun and Company. Purchase ledger. Purchases at the rate of 5%. Let's say ladies footwear only. Quantity. You can write any quantity. Like in the debit note that was 10,000. Let's say 10,000 quantity was there. And the rate is 65 rupees. Okay. Now CGST input tax at the rate of 9%, the same as the amount. The amount comes out to be 58,500. SGST input tax 18%, 58,500. The total invoice amount was 7,67,000. Now this entry is entered. Let's see the account of Mr. Varun and Company. The purchases were 7,67,000. Now what we want to reduce this amount by 50 paisa. 50 paisa per piece. That means that 5,000 rupees purchases will be reduced. If we see the purchases account, let's see the purchases account. Purchases at the rate of 5%. It is increased by 6,50,000. Now the purchases is going to be reduced because we are issuing the debit note against purchases. In case of purchases, party's account is already credited and we are issuing debit note. That means we are reducing the party's amount. That means our purchase amount is reduced. Now let's enter the debit note. Similarly, we are going into journal. Varun and Company account debit. We are reducing the balance. Varun and Company was already credited. Now we are debiting the Varun and Company so that its balance got reduced 5,900 by the total amount including GST. To purchases account. Purchases amount is going to be reduced by 5,000. That is 10,000 pieces at the rate of 50 paisa. The rate of per piece, which was 65 earlier, that was not 65, that was written by mistake. The amount in actual was 64.50. So 50 paisas debit note we are issuing. To CGST input tax 18%, 450, and SGST input tax 18%, 450. We can write in the narration PDN 2021, which is the note number, against bill number T 2021 slash 3, or any other information which you want to write. Now let's have a look at the parties account. Varun and Company. Now you can see 7,67,000 was the invoice amount and 5,900 amount is reduced. So the net balance is 7,61,100 rupees only. Now we are going to pay only 7,61,100 rupees to Mr. Varun and Company. This is the effect of debit note on purchases, because due to purchases entry, the party's account was already credited, and now we have issued debit note. That means the amount which is due to the party is going to be reduced. So the balance which we need to pay him is 7,61,100 rupees only. Now if we see the purchases account, purchases 5%, see this. Against 6,50,000 of the purchase, 5,000 was reversed. So the net amount of these two entries was 6,45,000 rupees only. Only 6,45,000 is our purchase expense. And if we see the CGST input tax 18%, you can see this. Our input tax credit due to the earlier entries was this 62,100 total amount, this two amounts. But because of the debit note against purchases, since our purchases is reduced, our input tax credit is also reduced. So we need to reverse the amount by 450 rupees. So the total credit was earlier 62,100. 450 was the reduced amount, and 61,650 is the net input tax credit which we are going to claim in the returns. And if we have already claimed in the earlier returns full amount 62,100, then we can just reverse 450 amounts credit in the coming returns. How to adjust these things, that will be covered in the further sessions, but this is what the effect of debit credit notes. Let us see the effect of the credit note which we have entered earlier. That was IGST output tax 5%. You can see this. Output tax was liability. Credit was 100 rupees by the original sales entry. If we see the effect, 42.86 liability was reduced. Now the net liability is 57.14 rupees only, which we need to pay in the returns. And if we have already paid rupees 100 completely in the earlier returns, now 42.86 is the amount of output tax which we will reduce from the further returns. If in the next month's return my output tax liability is 500, I will just reduce the 500 by 42.86 rupees, so that my balance amount is just adjusted with all the entries. So this is how the debit credit notes will work for you. If you are having any balance in the party's account. So one more thing which is very important, just think that we are discussing that whether we should issue the debit note to the party or the credit note to the party. That will be decided on the basis of the balance which is reflected in the party's account, not any other account, not purchases account, not input tax credit or output tax credit account. You need to see that whether the party's account is debited with the earlier entry or credited, and what you want to do with the balance, whether you want to increase that balance or you want to decrease that balance, on the basis of which you will decide that whether debit note should be given or the credit note should be issued. And if the other person has issued you something, just don't think anything else. If that other person, the other party, has issued you the credit note, just enter it as debit note. If other party has issued you the debit note, just enter as a credit note only. You don't need to think about that, because the other person has given you the notes as per his books, not as per your books. You need to enter as per your books, that whether you want to increase the balance of that party or you want to decrease the balance of that party. So this was all about the debit credit notes. What was the concept of debit credit notes? What is the journal entry? How to enter it in the systems? Now the effect of this thing on the returns is just that these amounts are going to increase or reduce your liabilities. That's it, nothing else. That portion will be covered in the GST returns topic. But if we see the more or less, what is it? Just adjusting the liabilities and inputs depending upon the circumstances which arise after the issuing of original invoices. So you can just adjust the balances of the further returns if you want to increase or reduce any balances. So this was all about the debit credit notes, its treatment, its accounting. Now we are going to jump into the next topic. Thank you very much.